Marboro Man from WHAM Radio and new WHAM TV, because we have mutiny people coming right at you from beautiful downtown Berwyn, Illinois, with a brand new episode of Marboro Man Minutes to Midnight. Well, folks, like I said, we're here in beautiful downtown Berwyn, Illinois, in the state of Illinois, where the governor has recently put forth a bunch of those silly virus mandates, and you'll be happy to know that nobody here is listening to them. Yeah, that's right, folks. Actually, the mayors of all the towns have said they're not going to enforce any of this bullshit on restaurants or bars or any of that, and basically just business as usual. No one has the authority to do anything. If people want to take the risk, that's up to them. Now, it's really anybody's guess as to what happens as far as like what kind of enforcement or anything, but one thing is for sure, the first time around it devastated a lot of families and it killed a lot of people, this whole economic shutdown thing, and it didn't do any good for the virus situation anyway, whatever it may be. Personally, I have not seen any virus myself, anyone with it. A couple of people have said they've had it. A couple of people said they went to the doctor, who the doctor said that they had it, but then just sent them home with medicine. So it didn't make any big deal out of it, no quarantine or nothing like that. And let's see. People dying of it. A couple people. The only people that I have come across who know someone who's died of it. As a matter of fact, it's a in each case, it's a family member. And in each case, the family is actually fighting against the cause of death. So the families don't even believe that it's this virus that killed their family member. So they're actually fighting against that. And not to mention, I mean, doctors that diagnose it apparently get something like $1,700 every time they diagnose it. So, you know, why wouldn't they want to diagnose it? And you got that Dr. Fauci whack job going around telling all kinds of crazy lies that a high school science student could see through. And none of these TV doctors or experts or any of these people on TV, none of them are actually boots on the ground physicians that take real patients. And even if they say they are, they're being paid once again to say things to scare people, and that's the tragedy of it all. You see, if I went on the air and basically said something to cause a panic, cause a stir, or it's like yelling fire in a crowded movie theater, and I don't understand how these network news shows are getting away with it, because it is all they talk about every morning. All I hear NBC and all these other stations talking about is a pandemic, and this is corona this and virus that, and all this virus bullshit, and mandates and masks and everything, and that's all they talk about 24/7, as if it's the only thing in the world that matters. And we're not trying to be bothered by this stuff anyway. We're not trying to think negative, that's for sure. Thinking negative is not going to cure a disease. Okay, thinking positively has proven to cure disease. So actually ignoring it is probably the best thing we can do. We should have just ignored it from the get-go like we always do. Because this happens every year, by the way. Remember SARS, remember H1N1, swine flu, and everything. Oh, we had a flesh-eating virus, remember that? People weren't even scared of the flesh-eating virus. What makes you think we want to shut down business because, you know, a couple people have a hard time breathing? I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. And those people would even tell you they would rather die than have anybody forced to do anything, especially shut down an economy of any kind, local or otherwise. Doesn't matter. Not to mention, all the countries that have participated so far, all those countries that have participated so far are all communist, socialist, dictatorship country. Why would we, a free country, ever do anything that they would do? Especially when we see that it doesn't work there. It didn't work. It caused nothing but turmoil and pain and suffering, and the cure, in other words, worse than the disease in this case. That's for darn sure. At any rate, our governor right now is actually under indictment anyway from the FBI. So once again, an Illinois governor has broken all kinds of crazy laws, and he's using this pandemic for his own political purposes, and trying to distract from his own crimes, because this guy is a criminal. He's a total psychopath too. Trying to break up American families, trying to destroy American. What politician in their right mind anyway would go forth acting like it's okay to destroy businesses and families? I mean, who's gonna vote for that? Nobody's gonna vote for that. Come on. Oh, I want to vote for the guy that makes life harder for me. No, hell no. No, and by the way, we're Americans. We're used to taking risks. We'll risk our lives for our freedom. Why wouldn't we risk a public health problem anyway? We've never cared before, and we've had plenty of public health problems. Matter of fact, the whole thing with wearing a mask, I mean, wearing a mask does about as much to prevent getting sick is doing as much good as like wearing a helmet to prevent brain injuries. And I mean like all, on a daily basis, like just normally walking, like if I was wearing one right now, I'm not doing anything, I'm not riding a bike or anything like that. Just simply wearing a helmet just to prevent brain injuries, because they happen so often. It's exactly the same wearing a mask. So I hate to break it to you, but you're not really doing anything anyway. So it makes no sense. None of it makes any sense, of course, and that's their game. They don't want it to make any sense. They want to confuse the heck out of people, and they want you to try to believe TV and the experts. Put all your faith in TV, because it's the only thing that'll save you in the end, right? Your TV and your government. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, folks, I think that's just about everything that I wanted to talk about tonight. Let's see, I thought there was something else, but well, I could be wrong, and besides that, we have plenty of more time together anyway. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your continued support, and our sponsorship kits are coming out soon. To all of our sponsors, businesses in the local areas, we're going to be telling you where those businesses are, what areas to go visit, and where we will be actually there doing live events. We're going to have as many people as we can come out and support our small and local businesses at these different functions. So, folks, thank you so much. Have a good night. Stay safe. This has been Marboro Man from WHAM Radio and Marboro Man Minutes to Midnight signing out.